What's going on, Soul Nation? Ginger Prime here with some breaking New World Dev Diary news and details regarding magic and combat. Now just revealed in their latest Dev Diary, this is a fully action combat real-time MMORPG, and it's being developed by Amazon Game Studios. In this video, we're going to be breaking down the information that they've detailed to us in this Chapter 3, A Call to Arms, breaking down the combat, the UI, and everything we kind of gleaned from this video alone. Honestly, I'll include a link to the video in the description below if you guys haven't seen this for yourself, if you just want to watch it with all of their fancy cuts and more. But let's go ahead and dive in. I want to spend a little time with the UI itself, and so I'm going to fast forward and rewind this video a little bit here and there to kind of highlight a couple things about what we're seeing in the UI itself. So first and foremost, I'm going to stop right here and pause. Wow. And here you can see, as you're using the weapons, you're getting skills as a part of your weapon. In this case, Bow Mastery 2. As we scroll through, you can equip all the different weapons and more, and that's going to give you the really interesting way to build out your character. There are no classes. There are just weapons. And if anybody is coming from a Final Fantasy XIV background, knows that 1.0 kind of started off something similar. Equip your weapon and build out your role, your tree, so to speak. So it's with this that we know of the weapons that they've shown us from the video itself. We've got a sword and shield, a great axe, a great hammer, a bow and arrow, a rifle, a pistol, a staff, a spear, and a hatchet. And they show that hatchet off a couple different ways. They say also with the skill trees, you can kind of build out your playstyle for that weapon. With hatchet, do you want to focus in on throwing, or do you want to focus in on melee? With sword and shield, do you want to focus in on offensive abilities, or do you want to focus in on defensive abilities? As magic, you really are going to have everybody can do magic, but it's going to be based off of your stats and how you allocate those. If you're statting it more into intelligence, you're going to do more damage. And those are the examples that the video gives. Okay, so let's spend some time also bringing down more what we can see in the video. I'm not seeing a mini-map. I love mini-maps, especially in MMORPGs. They have the compass system. It looks like that's going to kind of tell you which direction to go. Maybe that's going to be great as a part of exploration. However, I think the number one feedback thing you'll hear from me is, man, it'd be great if I could have a mini-map. I have pre-ordered the game, and so here next month I'll be able to provide more feedback to the devs directly, as well as tell you guys about it, which will be really exciting for me to kind of share that information with you. Down here at the bottom, it's kind of hard to see under the little bar that, the player here is trying to be helpful with. You have your kind of your stamina and your life. Y, it looks like that's a skill that is tied to your bow. You have your tab, which looks like that's your inventory. You have slots for Q, R, and F. And then 4, 5, 6, and 7, it looks like you have various buffs, foods, and potions and more. And then number 2 here, this is like your 2 slot. Also looks like it might be having a V slot. See here. Yeah, the number 2 slot right there. That is, it looks like it's your main attack so far. So we do know that they said that it will work with controllers, so we're going to have to wait and see and go hands-on with that more. You can see your friend Philip here, and looks like there's also a friend Peyton. His level, his name, apparently a symbol of a tree, and his title, I would assume, the shield in this case. They are attacking, obviously, this corrupted laborer with this nice little hat. And you can see here that with the experience, you're getting 320 experience, 3.77, I'm assuming gold, and 25 standing. Bow Mastery went up. You can press K to purchase more abilities, your party members, your different UI over here, and then you can see nearby other people are showing up. Down here at the bottom, you can see your level, and as it fills up with experience, it's going to go from there. So what's really cool about this is that it looks like this is going to be a physical level or a main level for your overall character. And then as far as it goes, then you're going to rank up with the different weapons. And they said that you can master each and every weapon. Let's go ahead and scroll through a little bit more. You can see more gunplay. I'm going to let this play out for you guys just a little bit. So now here you can see obviously the HP, and then you'll see stamina pop up with the dodge. And so then you got a lot of options, a lot of movement. What it means when it's an action combat game, this means it's a 0 damage base. There's no auto attack. There's no just damage for you showing up. You can completely avoid damage, which will be interesting to see how that plays out, because I know like within Phantasy Star Online 2, you end up saying you want to prioritize your DPS, because from a skill perspective, if you can dodge the hits and you can survive, it's just better to stack that into DPS. And this brings up the main, I guess, crux or the piece de resistance of this all, is that when it comes down to being able to give you this much freedom, I'm personally excited by this fact. I love freedom. I love choice in games. I think we've seen so much homogenization within games over the last decade. I know there are exceptions. Every time I talk about this, somebody comes back and says ESO, things like that, and I totally get it. But for a new game to come out in this, at this point in time, and saying that they're going to have so much player choice is exciting, especially in a new world. I didn't even plan that, especially within a new world, because at the end of the day, there is no meta yet. And eventually there will be people who say this is the one way you want to play this specific role or this specific class that you want to build out. But I really hope that there's a lot of variety in how you build it, especially when it comes to team management, when it comes to utility, when it comes to people playing together as a group, so that there might be a meta, there might be something that says this is how it is for just general purpose use. But then when you have a team, when you're playing with your friends and you know how to do this, you guys can set up and say, hey, I want to bring a archer and I'm going to back up with magic. And it looks like from the screens here, if I'm going to scroll through again as the kids scream downstairs, you can see that most of the jobs here actually carry 2 different weapon types at any time. As you can see here with the hammer-wielding battle mage shield and axe. So lots of different weapons that you can switch between the two. And then it kind of jumps into PvP. And there you can kind of see a really epic hammer move that does look like a nice, beautiful visual effect here on the ground. Honestly, guys, this was a great day in terms of new world information. This is a beautiful, at least a beautiful looking game. And people are testing it right now in alpha. And everybody has a chance to randomly get invited to this as a part of their community letter. You can go check it out, newworld.com, if you want to sign up for a random chance to get into the alpha, which is going to last for another month before they go into the beta, and then another month before they go. Now, if you're interested in more New World content, check one of the top links below for a New World playlist. I hope you guys enjoy New World. I hope you are interested in this game. Hopefully this is a great game. I'm always going to root for games to be great, but I'm always going to provide caution. Just manage your hype expectantly. Just wait to see what people say, what critics say. Maybe see if you can't wait to see some more gameplay footage of New World in place before you make that choice to pre-order. Personally, everything that they're saying sounds good. They're starting to show, and it's not about telling me anything anymore. Show me the game, show me how to play, show me why I should play, and I'll play. And that's the kind of gamer that I am. And that's going to be what this is. Guys, hopefully you found this video interesting, entertaining, or somewhat distracting for your day overall. Thanks for being here. If you feel like I've earned your sub, hit that subscribe button. And if you've already subscribed, welcome back. You're the best. And if you want to be the best, hit that subscribe button. That's what you get. You get a special compliment that's just for subscribers at the end of each video. Anyway, for the Soul Nation, for Ginger Prime, my name's Brian. Thank you for watching. Have a fantastic day, and I'll see you soon. Take care.